Hi, this is Brent with Studio One Expert. In the last video, we were looking at how we can create our own kick drums using the sine wave from the tone generator in Studio One. Now I want to show you how we can layer this and how we can basically shape the sound with some sound design tools in Studio One and mainly looking at the expander. So I'm going to drag in this percussion loop that I have here, and this is currently at 80 beats per minute, and I'm just going to slice it down so that it fits in terms of the actual groove. Let's have a listen. Cool. Now, the way that we can get this to interact with the kick is by loading up Studio One's expander. And I think the expander is a really overlooked tool. And personally, I didn't start using the expander until a couple of years ago, and it's really, really powerful. What we're going to do is we're going to sidechain this to the kick, and just for a bit of housekeeping, I'll name this as the kick layer, and we'll select kick in the sidechain menu here. And now what we want to do is we want to take it out of ducking mode, because if we leave it in ducking mode, what will happen is it'll be introduced after the kick finishes. Now that on its own is quite a cool effect, and as you can hear, you could use this to create maybe top layers and grooves, but we want to take it out of ducking mode, and now what happens is when the kick is open, the sample will be open, and when the kick is gone, there will be none of the sample. Now let's adjust our threshold, our ratio, and our reduction ranges. Now that we've got this dialed in, we can just start dragging in new samples, and we can use these samples basically to shape the sound of the kick. So let's try another sample, and we can just audition them. It's a really simple process. And I'll duplicate this across the range as well. So I'm not really loving that one. Let's have a look at what else I have. Maybe some found sounds might be really interesting. That's quite cool. Let's pitch it down towards the left-hand side here. The nice thing about using a continuous sample like this is we get a different sound each time the kick hits. So as you can hear, the tonality and the texture of this water splash changes over time. And as you can imagine, the possibilities are quite endless here. You can use so many different things, stuff like vinyl crackle or maybe introducing white noise. And to finish off with this video, we're going to do that using the tone generator. So in the previous video, we created the kick using the tone generator. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create white noise. And we can do that here. We have white and we have pink noise. And I'm going to select white noise. And again, I'm just going to bring up the level. And it's as simple as creating a region. And now what I need to do is I'm just going to mute all my other channels. I'm going to get rid of these tracks. And I need to click on the right hand side here. And I'm going to transform to a rendered audio track. And there we go. Let's normalize this. Just going to attenuate the level with the slider. And let's bring our expander back. Same thing, sidechain it to the kick. Take it out of ducking mode. Bring back the threshold and the ratio. And adjust the attack release and the reduction range to taste. Let's pitch it up this time. So we're just getting a little transient there. So you could spend all day tweaking that, but as we can hear now, we have something, and we can bounce this whole thing as a region. And there we go, we have our kick laid with the white noise, and let's hear what it sounds like. So you could argue that definitely this is not the best sounding kick sample in the world, but it has been created from the ground up using simply just a tone generator and the expander in Studio One. We could keep layering with this, and as always, it's important to use the best samples you can find. So go out, record your own sounds, use the tone generator, and don't forget to use some of the native effects like the expander, because these can really open up your world to new sound design creative choices, and you can create your own sound library as well, which is really cool. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like icon, subscribe to the channel. There'll be more videos coming. And if you have any suggestions of stuff you'd like to look at in Studio One, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to know what you'd like to look at. So I hope you got something out of this, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.